Okay, now get out there and suss out the situation. You can learn a lot from what the enemy is saying. Just get close to an enemy and listen carefully. I know you can do it. When you're approaching an enemy, hold the triangle button as you move. That will muffle your footsteps during your approach.
Got it. Something wrong, Campbell?
No, I just got dizzy for a second.
You sure you're all right? How's the fever?
I'm fine, and there are more important things to worry about.
Take care of yourself. We can't afford to have you out of action now.
Yeah, I know.
A weapon that can obliterate all major cities in the motherland? Give me a break! You've been watching too many movies.
No, this ain't no joke. I heard that American officer, the one our boss brought in, say something about it.
You mean that tight-assed pegleg?
You should have seen that bastard's face when the topic of the weapon came up. There must have been something in that document that arrived from HQ the other day.
Probably just has a bad case of the runs. I know I do.
This isn't a joke.
Look, I know what you're saying. Aiming that thing at our motherland. That just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, it's suicidal.
But it's just a threat, right? A bluff? He's an expert at this sort of manipulation. I hope you're right.
Do you ever wonder what kind of weapon we're really storing?
Sometimes. But this is not your run-of-the-mill nuclear missile we're protecting. That's for sure.
Collected any intel yet? Tune into the enemy's conversations. Don't miss a word. Looks like you obtained some enemy documents. Good work. Okay, hoof it back to the truck. We'll look them over after you get back.
Work has begun on the wilderness of Protestant Codecs.
Snake, about those documents you found just now.
Find anything interesting?
You're not going to believe this.
Try me.
It seems the rebels are actually planning to activate that new weapon they stole. The documents outline details of a launch plan. The date and time aren't mentioned, but it looks like we don't have much time.
No way. They're in the middle of negotiations with Washington and Moscow. Even assuming this launch plan is real, it's got to be a bluff to strengthen their hand.
Maybe, but they exterminated us, Green Berets, their own comrades, without mercy or remorse. I don't think they're too particular about means to their end. I hope it turns out I'm worrying too much, but if they're serious about this, it could ignite a global crisis. Snake, until we have a clearer picture of what's going on here, I think we should assume the worst. Better to overreact now and laugh about it later than ignore this and live to regret it.
I can't argue with you on that.
Right now, we're the only ones on this peninsula in a position to stop these guys. It's our duty to act before the launch deadline.
Yeah, you're right.
Even so, the fact is, there are only two of us, and we can't do this alone.
Got any ideas?
Snake, when you were listening in on the enemy, did you get the feeling that maybe not everyone's satisfied with their commander?
Yeah, some of them were griping about it.
Tell me, how hard do you think it would be to recruit some of those soldiers over to our side?
Recruit them?
Exactly. We could use any grievances they have against their leader to try and persuade them to join us. Sowing discord among the enemy has been a basic element of psychological warfare since the time of Confucius, right? Play our cards right, and we might be able to find out what's really going on. What do you think, Snake?
Sigint was saying the same thing. Yeah, it might be worth a try.
I knew I could count on you. Now, first thing we gotta do is choose a suitable candidate.
So what exactly does that entail?
I'm getting reports that soldiers unhappy with the rebellion can also be found in other areas. That means you'll have to drag them back to the truck so we can all have a friendly chat about them joining our little resistance. Go out and give it a try. Oh, and one more thing. We've learned the name of the enemy's supreme commander.
Who is it?
His name is Gene. Gene.
Gene.
Okay then, let's get this mission started. Pick someplace where there'll be enemies easy to convert. So where to, Big Boss? Your task is to find a soldier there who harbors a grudge against Gene. Pay attention to what they say. Once you've found a promising candidate, capture him. Got it? Let's review. We're going to scout for soldiers with grudges against Gene. Listen to what the enemy is saying. Then, once you've found someone ripe for the picking, grab and bring them back to the truck. The best time to get them is when they're alone. Once you've got the enemy alone, knock the sucker out. Now, there are several ways to knock an enemy out. You can shoot them in the head with your Mark 22 or put them in a nice chokehold. Here's how to execute a chokehold. First, unequip your weapon so that you're barehanded. To unequip a weapon, push the circle button once quickly, then quietly sneak up behind the enemy. Push and hold the square button to get him into a full Nelson. Once you've got his arms pinned, repeatedly tap the square button to choke the sucker. Sooner or later, he'll lose consciousness. You can also pick the enemy up and carry him around when you're barehanded by holding the square button while positioned above his body. Then, just drag the unconscious enemy back to the truck. That's it. Go get him.
You heal up pretty quick. Quick thinker, too. They trained you well. You're a good soldier.
Who are you?
Call me Snake.
Snake? Is that a code name? You must be with the Americans. Are you with the Fox unit too?
I'm not with the Americans or with Fox. I'm just a soldier.
Just a soldier? Then why?
We're here to stop Fox Unit from going renegade. A member of Fox named Gene betrayed the US government and stole a top-secret weapon. He plans to use that weapon and the warheads in this base as bargaining chips to negotiate with your country. But blackmail's more like it. We're here to put a stop to it. Our mission is to free the soldiers of the San Geronimo Peninsula from Gene's control and capture the traitors in the Fox Unit. I can understand if you're afraid of Fox, but we need others to help us free the Soviet soldiers on this peninsula. Will you join us?
You're here to save us? And you want me to help you defeat Gene?
What's so funny? You think he's been brainwashed?
Brainwashed? Is that what you think is happening here? A fine joke. But I'm afraid you two have it all wrong.
Wrong.
We didn't rebel because of Gene. Our country betrayed us first. We have stood guard over this god-forsaken base, unable to reach our friends and loved ones because of the secrecy of our mission. The climate was brutal. The meals were meager. We watched as our comrades succumbed to disease or died fighting the Colombian government. And still, we went on carrying out our mission, believing our efforts were all for the good of the motherland. And how did the motherland reward us? By stabbing us in the back.
You're talking about the Kremlin's policy shift. If the existence of this base came to light, the political fallout with the United States could fatally undermine Moscow's position in the strategic arms limitation talks that Brezhnev is promoting. That's why
We have no use for political rationales. What matters to us is that Mother Russia wiped this base from existence. But instead of allowing us to return home, the army erased all traces of communication and cut off our supplies. They sought to isolate the peninsula and make it look like this was all the work of a few out-of-control soldiers. We were abandoned by our own country.
That's why you decided to follow Gene?
Gene told us he would build us a nation. A nation not of soldiers, but for them. We do not follow Gene out of fear. He will deliver us justice. The only thing we fear is losing that justice. That's why we follow him, not you. You'll never be able to stop him.
Justice, huh? The meaning of justice can change from one day to the next. A professional soldier never brings justice into the mission. The only ones who need a reason to fight are the ones who fight for a living. That's what my mentor told me. Politics are fickle. They change with the times. So long as we remain loyal to our countries, soldiers like us need nothing to believe in. She died out of loyalty. Not to justice, not to her country. To herself, for the mission.
Your mentor, the one who taught you the art of battle. Who was she?
They called her the boss. I killed her.
The boss? The legendary soldier? Then Snake, you must be Big Boss. You're the hero who killed Colonel Volgin at Groznygrad.
Prove your loyalty as a soldier. That's what the boss told me. I still don't know what she meant.
Prove your loyalty. Not to justice, not to your country, but to yourself. Does Gene truly plan to threaten the motherland?
Yes. Snake procured documents from a patrol station that confirm as much. If launched from this base, the weapon Gene stole could deliver a devastating blow to every major city in Russia. I know it's hard to believe.
No, I believe you. Not as a member of the Red Army, but as a soldier.
I appreciate it.
I will follow you. Snake, give me my mission.
Okay, Snake, what's the plan?
Hey, Campbell, you sure you're all right?
I'm fine. I'll get over it. Now about our plan.
If we're going to keep collecting intel, we'll need to pick up some more new recruits.
Of course, I'd recommend putting together a unit of 4 soldiers, but if you want to continue on with a smaller unit, that's your call.
So we need 2 more.
For now, let's use the buddy system and pair you up with the one we just caught. You can organize your unit using Manage over at the briefing menu. Push the X button to bring up the briefing menu and select Manage. We'll put you and your new friend down as Team Alpha, all right? The new recruit is registered as a rookie, so move that guy over to your team, Team Alpha. Don't forget you've got Bravo, Charlie, and Delta teams you can fill too. Recruit more comrades and fill those ranks. Just remember that there will be plenty of missions that only you can lead. So make sure you move to that team before deployment. If you need more detailed instructions, push the select button and view the help screens.
Big Boss, Campbell's sick. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but his symptoms look like a form of tropical malaria I've seen before.
What?
The first bout has subsided. He's lying down here beside me now.
Are you positive it's malaria? I know he took preventative drugs.
I'm not a medic, so I can't say for sure. But judging by these symptoms... Hey! Don't try and get up.
Snake, it's me. I'm in bad shape. Malaria. Who'd have thought?
Take it easy, Campbell.
What do we do now, Big Boss?
The preventative drugs don't work. This could be just the beginning. If he's got some tropical disease other than malaria, then there's no telling whether we might start showing the same symptoms.
Good point.
I got an idea. Keep an eye on him. Give me a minute to consult with my family doctor about treatment.
Huh? Family doctor?
Paramedic. Let's head for the communications base.
Right. The communications base. Got it.
Sorry to be such a pain in the ass, Snake.
Save your strength. On the way, we'll keep our eyes out for new recruits.
We need detailed info on malaria and its treatment methods. And we need to use the satellite communications facility so that this doctor, paramedic, can tell us what to do, right? Sneak into the base and make your way to the communications equipment. Take care not to be seen. The symptoms have subsided for now, but there's no telling when I'll have another outbreak. Time is of the essence. I'm counting on you. Good, you made it inside the communications base. They've probably beefed up security, but you've got to stay out of enemy sight until you reach the communicator. I don't know how many more of these outbreaks I can take. We've got to find a cure, and soon. I know you can do it.
You can do it!
Big Boss, let's go over how to switch team members. You won't be sneaking in alone anymore. We'll all be sneaking in together.
I thought going in alone was the whole point of a sneaking mission.
Right, I know. Going in all at once wouldn't be very bright. We'll move one at a time and switch off as we go along.
What do people do when it's not their turn?
We'll have them hide nearby. After all, there's plenty of cardboard boxes in the truck.
All right, I'm used to hiding in cardboard boxes.
When you want to switch off with another team member, press the Start button to bring up the map screen. Then, select Member Change. Then you'll be prompted to select a hiding point, a location on the map where you can hide. Choose one as a place to hide. Finally, choose a team member to switch with. Then you're done.
Okay, we'll do that.
From what I've seen, there are a lot of soldiers around here, dressed like me. I should be less conspicuous than you. I used to be a rescuer, so I'm pretty good at dragging people around, meaning I'm perfect for gathering new recruits, so make good use of me. Okay, it's my turn now. Wow, called on by Big Boss himself. This is gonna make a great story when I get back.
Watch yourself out there.
If a unit member is dressed like the enemy, they can slip through the enemy's guard as long as they don't act strange. Sometimes you'll see a blue chameleon icon appear at the top left of the screen. That means the enemy believes you are an ally, so they won't sound any alarms. Unfortunately, a legendary soldier such as yourself doesn't qualify for this special type of infiltration technique.
Yeah. All right, show me what you can do. I'll keep listening from here and let you know where the enemies are, as far as I can tell. The red circles on the map screen are the locations of enemy soldiers. They show us where the enemies around us are.
Thanks. I'll put it to good use. All right, here I go. Wish me luck.
Okay. Everybody here?
We're all set, Big Boss. Everybody's here. So this family doctor of yours, is she that good?
Yeah, you could say that. She's saved my life more than once.
Snake, you came all the way back to the communications facility. You must really want to talk to me, huh?
Yeah, actually I do. One of my men has come down with malaria.
Malaria? Can you get some preventative drugs? Depending on the drug, it can be used to treat malaria even after symptoms appear.
We've been using the drugs, but they don't seem to be working too well. Do you think it might be some other kind of disease?
Wait, you said these were malaria symptoms?
Yeah, no question about it.
I got it.
What?
Do you know how people get malaria?
Yeah, the virus is transmitted by mosquitoes, right?
It's not a virus, it's a parasite.
A parasite? You mean there's an actual bug inside his body?
Exactly. In tropical malaria, the malaria parasites gestate within female Anopheles mosquitoes and are then transferred to human hosts. Ordinarily, the drugs would prevent the symptoms from appearing, but there are different populations of malaria parasites. In certain areas, the populations are drug resistant. You know what that means?
The drugs won't work?
Bingo. So the only way to treat it is to find a different drug that's effective against that particular population of malaria parasite.
A different kind of drug.
Try the local medical facility. They should have a supply. But you'd better hurry. You might already be infected with the same parasites. It's only a matter of time before you start to develop symptoms.
Got it.
Big Boss, I need to talk to you.
What's up?
Paramedic was saying that we need some medicine to treat malaria.
Yeah, if there were a hospital nearby, I'm sure it'd have a supply in stock.
I know where we can find one.
A hospital?
Yes, there's a hospital in the sector of my former squad patrols. I can tell you exactly where it's located.
Must be my lucky day. Lead the way.
Yes, sir. Oh, and one other thing.
Go on.
It's a small hospital with minimal facilities in the mountains. But just the other day, I saw them bringing in a huge shipment of drugs and medical supplies.
What for?
I don't know, but what I do know is that this shipment was way too big for a hospital of that size.
Sounds suspicious.
In any case, Snake, we'd better hurry to the hospital. They've got to have some malaria drugs there. And I'm guessing it will be a prime location to recruit new comrades with medical careers. Might as well recruit some new allies for the battles ahead, right? Since you're operating as a team, you can all work together to get new recruits. For instance, when you knock an enemy out, you don't have to drag them all the way back to the truck yourself. Why not drag the body over to one of your teammates hiding in a cardboard box? Let them do the rest of the work. Go ahead, give it a try. Now let's get going to that hospital. Find the malaria drugs and recruit some medical staffers along the way.
Yes, there was a hospital in the sector my former squad patrols. I can tell you exactly where it's located.
There better be some malaria drugs there.
Campbell here. We've assessed that the drugs are in that hospital. We're just not sure where. Find those drugs and avoid detection. We now know that I'm not the only one at risk from malaria. Any of our comrades could be infected. Unless we act fast, it won't be long before we're goners. Good luck. Did you find the drugs yet?
No.
What? Oh, I see. They weren't in there. All right, try some other rooms. There are other rooms there, right? Take your time and search them in order.
This is Campbell. Still no luck finding those drugs? I just don't get it. He told us that a huge shipment of medical supplies was brought in, but there's not a trace of them to be found. Something's wrong here. I got an idea. Maybe the shipment log can shed some light on things. Look for the hospital director's office. There must be a record of the drug shipment in there.
It's a list of outgoing materials. Heading for a lab. Huh.
Where are the escapees? Why haven't they been caught? If they get away, I promise you'll regret it. Enough of this. Call Python. Get him back here. He'll lead the search team and make sure this lab stays secure.
What's happening to me?
There were no malaria drugs in the hospital, not even a single dose. According to the log left in the director's office, they hauled every last bit of that stockpile of drugs and medical supplies away. They were shipped to a research lab north of the hospital. But we're in luck. Not only do we know from the log that they took the drugs to a lab, but we found its exact location by following the helicopter's flight path. Quite a coincidence, huh? You'll see when you get there, but the lab is built on terrain that makes it hard to spot from outside. Chances are slim you'd find it, unless you had some kind of clue. Head for the lab, infiltrate it, and search for the drugs again. I'm sorry to put this on you, but I'll need them if I'm going to keep command. The medical supplies at the hospital have all been transported to the research lab. Head to the lab and search for the malaria drugs again. Apparently, the medical supplies they brought to the hospital have all been transferred to that lab, which means the drugs must be there too. Do whatever it takes to find those drugs and bring them back. We need them, and soon.
What's his status?
We're currently reinitializing his memory and readjusting his sensory nerves in the culture tank. By my estimate, it'll take another 12 hours, at least.
Half a day? He has to be readjusted after each deployment. Not much better than a prototype, a test subject.
My apologies, sir. The culture fluid takes time to prepare. With such limited equipment and personnel, readjusting Null isn't...
I know. That's why I brought along a specialist.
Chief? But...
The escaped prisoners have yet to be found. This could be just the job for our perfect soldier. We'll roll out the tank as soon as the fluid's stabilized. Make all necessary preparations.
Yes, sir.
Commander.
Yes, I know. Cunningham. Don't move.
Huh?
Commander! Lieutenant! Are you alright?
We're fine.
Please forgive me, Commander. Are you hurt?
Don't worry. Fate would never see me hurt. Now, lie still and try not to move. This man needs medical attention. I apologize for any sense of urgency. Please don't think for even a moment that I hold your work, or yourselves, in any but the highest of regards. This facility you are helping to build is absolutely vital to the strong roots of our new nation. But never forget that you, yourselves, are no less valuable a resource to that nation. A nation that will house the mightiest, most capable military ever seen by man. Warriors in their prime. We will end an era that sees soldiers discard rules and strike war from the menu of global politics. And it is you, soldiers, military engineers, who are her first citizens.
our nation's riches and its fighting spirit. I only pray that such priceless resources need not be sacrificed in vain.
So that's Jean. That voice. And the premonition. Was that ESP?
No luck finding the drugs, huh? Where the hell could they? Wait, that reminds me. When you were eavesdropping on Jean and his men just now, didn't you say they mentioned something about a culture tank? Do you think that might be part of the medical supplies they brought in with the drugs? If so, don't you think the drugs might be stored in the same place as the culture tank? Whatever that is. I think it's worth checking out. Okay, go look for this machine, this culture tank. They may even have set up a special chamber to house it.
What is this? It's him.
Who's there? Can't you read the sign? It says do not enter. You.
A kid? What are you doing here?
I'm in charge.
You? In charge?
You there! Search upstairs! The rest of you, we'll sweep the prep chamber.
This way, Snake. Hide there, in that locker.
What?
Just do it. What's going on here? The preparation chamber is for authorized personnel only.
Miss Elisa, are you alone? Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
No. Is there something wrong?
We received a report that there's an intruder in the lab. Someone also reported seeing a suspicious truck nearby.
Well, there's no one here. Just me. And him. You're disturbing his sleep. I'll have to ask you to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see the intruder, please notify us immediately.
Now I've seen it all. A little girl in charge of an outfit like this. Why did you help me?
I don't know. I just got this feeling that I needed to.
And how do you know my name? Are you with the Fox unit too?
No?
But your uniform... It's not like that. When I saw you at the heliport with Cunningham and the others...
That was my sister.
Sister?
Her name is Ursula. She's the one who's a member of Fox. I'm just a medic.
You're pretty young.
Well, you were out on the battlefield when you were my age, weren't you, Snake? Or should I say, Big Boss? Ursula and I were raised in an East German lab. They sent all the kids with ESP potential there to study them. My powers are pretty weak, but Ursula is different. She's one of the most powerful psychics in all the communist world. Through special training, Ursula gained great power, but in doing so lost everything that makes her human. So much so that she can't even talk with me anymore. 4 years ago, Jean took us away from East Germany. He was on a mission from Fox. The CIA wanted to get its hands on ESP from the communist bloc.
And then you joined his little revolution.
Yes, that's right.
So, this is what you were calling the perfect soldier. Does he have ESP too?
No, he's just an ordinary human being. That is, he used to be. He was raised in a special way, under very special conditions, to be a great warrior. He's incapable of emotions, or doubts. He's the ultimate combatant, created with one purpose only, to accomplish the mission. He has no human memories. The only thing he has left are his skills in battle.
No memories?
Each time he completes a mission, he undergoes readjustment. Like this. Inside the culture tank, all 5 senses are shut out completely. Most men would go mad in minutes. Like a baby who's coming into the world for the first time, the perfect soldier's sensors are honed to a razor sharpness.
He can read the enemy's movements and learn them faster than any normal person ever could.
What kind of person could endure that kind of extreme training?
Nobody, of course. The Perfect Soldier project ended in failure and was abandoned. He was the only success. That's why they gave him the code name Null. He's a lost number. He has no feelings and no memories, not even a project number. Don't even think about fighting him. You can't possibly win, Snake.
You could be right about that.
Or you could shoot him now, but you'll have to go through me.
I'm no assassin. Shooting a soldier with their guard down isn't my style.
You're a good man, Snake. I knew you were. Here, take this. It's a drug for treating chloroquine-resistant malaria.
How'd you know?
It's time. Bring the tank out. I trust the readjustments are complete.
Sorry, it'll just be a little longer.
I'll send a man in to meet you. Hurry it up.
You can get outside through here. Head for the harbor. You'll find what you're looking for there.
You must be psychic or something.
One last thing, Snake. If you find Ursula in front of you, don't hesitate. Shoot her.
Shoot your sister?
If you can't do that, you're already dead.
All right, next time, let's try for a more upbeat prophecy.
Whew, that was a close one. My fever's all gone now. Looks like those drugs you got from the girl really work. I gave some to all the men. Well, at least we don't have to worry about losing our entire unit anymore. Now what?
If we go to the harbor, we might find what we're looking for. At least, that's what Elisa said.
The harbor? I have absolutely no idea where that is. Seems we need to do some more recon.
Big boss, you got a minute? I've got a plan.
A plan? What kind of plan?
Well, we're starting to pick up more and more new recruits, but these new guys are just sitting around waiting for orders. With all due respect, isn't that just a pointless waste of manpower? In fact, some of them have been saying they'd rather be out there actually doing something rather than just sitting around waiting. Big boss, we really want to do whatever we can to help. So, what I was thinking was, we could pick a few of them to set up a spy unit and send them to key points on the peninsula. We've all been stationed here a while, so we've got a pretty good idea of how and where to lie low, and we'd make pretty good intelligence collectors too. And, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to want a broader picture of what's going on around the peninsula in order to accomplish your mission. So, what do you think?
Spies, huh?
Snake, the soldier has a point. Right now, we've only got awareness of the few dozen yards around our truck. If we think we can figure out why Fox rebelled like this, we're not just dreaming, we're crazy. I think sending some of our men out to gather intel is a great idea.
Okay, we'll go with your plan. We'll start forming a spy unit right away.
You got it, boss.
You can manage your spy units by selecting Manage on the briefing menu. Only instead of putting free soldiers in the sneaking unit, you'll be putting them into the spy unit. You'll need to put together a spy unit for each location you want to reconnoiter. Then just let them do their thing. They'll go out and collect intel on their assigned location and report the results back to you. You can see the reports by going to Report on the briefing menu.
Got it. I'll try it out, but we don't have enough men to send them out willy-nilly. Got any ideas where we should start?
Well, we do need to find a route to the harbor. Why don't we send a unit out to the supply depot? That's where they store all the cargo they unload at the harbor. It might give us a clue as to how to locate the harbor.
Agreed. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for new recruits.